Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to give player ratings of the Chiefs' performances and see what we're happy with, together with the Molefinziki coaching staff, player assessment, and I'm also continue to add the fitness guy. But yeah, guys, it's time for us to just discuss what the players were doing, how it was all looking, and yeah, let's see what everyone thinks about it. But yeah, guys. Let's kick it off. If there's anything additional I want to add, I'll add it to the end. But before we kick it off, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You guys are the family. You guys watch, and I hope I am giving content that you guys are enjoying. But anyway, guys, let's get to it. Peterson didn't have much issues in goal. So it's that thing I said the one time we were giving ratings in preseason. Guti, I'm a keeper sometimes when they don't have much work to do. You don't know what rating to give them, but at the same time, we'll give him a 6.5. A 6.5 from the standpoint that he organized defense, that maybe he communicated well with his members. The only keeper I often see communicating is Utumile Nkune. These other guys, I don't see them, but maybe they are doing it in some way. So let's give him 6.5, benefit of the doubt. Left back, Uhlanti. Hlanti had his normal game, tried to go up, but as we all saw this weekend, that we didn't create anything going up. So in terms of attack, Kaizer Chiefs was poor. So Uhlanti in attack, nothing. In defense, he was good, solid. So I'll give him a 6 because he did what we expect of him to do as a defender, is to defend. So from that standpoint, I'll give him a 6. The Twin Towers, Ditlokwe. Ditlokwe, it didn't feel like his side was under too much pressure now that I think about it. But you could see his leadership qualities. And the one thing I was saying yesterday that I like about Ditlokwe and Umsimango is that they are intimidating players. You can't just run at them, ungana plan. And that's something we missed last season. Last season, when people were running at Ungobo, Ungezana, etc., it felt like they could always beat them. But this time, recovery at Ditlokwe and Umsimango is just top notch, top notch. So Ditlokwe, let me give him a 7 because they did well to stop the defense. So I don't like giving too high ratings sometimes, but with this one, I'll give them first game in Chiefs colors. They're playing in Durban. The grass was very long, but they did well. So I'll just give him a 7. He didn't do anything that you can say is wrong. So I'll give them, even though there were instances where our defense looked like they were shaky and Castillo was helping them, etc. But let's give them 6.5 to 7, whatever you guys want. 6.5 to 7, somewhere around there for T-Clock. Msimango, impressed. Umsimango, I even want to give 7.5. Why do I want to say that? There were many instances where Umsimango bailed us out when Chippa was looking very threatening and Umsimango read the game. Umsimango dived, Umsimango recovered, Umsimango blocked the player. This guy was doing so many things that we've been lacking over the years in a center defender. Like in a center back, like he was headering all the balls that were headering. He missed a chance in the game, but I won't put too much pressure on him for missing that one. In the future, we hope he scores. But like I said, it seems like Chiefs does not train free kicks. So if you don't train free kicks, you won't score. Stuart Baxter, Kevin Hunt, they make sure they train set pieces. Set piece is a goal. That is what old people in Ekasi everywhere, when they say set piece is a goal, corner is a goal, in other words. Corner is a goal, and we didn't utilize them. And the reason why I say we didn't utilize them in moments like these, but actually, I'll bring it to when I get to Ngobo as a review. So, Simango, give him a 7. 7.5 actually. Frosler didn't do much. So he just defended, and like I said, our defenders were solid. They didn't give too much away. So I'll give them a 6. Like, I'm giving 6 because it's better that we started with a draw than to lose. So we have to give our defense credit for this because there were instances where things were looking shaky and they did their job. It's just that going forward, it was not good. If they were like pop defensively, then yeah, I would give the lower rating. So I'll give them 6. Backline was strong. Matt, I'll even want to give a 7, but I'll just give him a 6.5. Matt, I'll give a 6.5 defensively as well. 100%. In the center, in the defensive mid role, Matt was marking like hell. Like Matt was like, yo, ngathi singambiza Mark, not Mart. City, use of Mark, because he was marking, he was closing down players, he was doing everything. The only thing that Mart lacks is that forward pass. Yeah, he just lacks that forward pass. Like, if imagine if we had Umar who's marking the way he is, who also has a forward pass like Castillo, then it means that Castillo doesn't always have to take up the creativity, which is something you saw and you realize today. Good, Castillo is doing things that Abo Andile Jali, and all of those guys do. But anyway, March 6.5, Castillo 7. It was Castillo 7.5 to 8. The 7.5 to 8, Castillo was the brightest person in defense and in attack. In attack, he was looking for Mdu. In attack, he was looking for the wide players. In attack, he was finding those passes. He was confident. Even though I'll still say this, Castillo sometimes gets too relaxed in a game and he loses awareness of where he is on the field. So that's why some players run behind him and they can like kick the ball from him, but because he's strong, sometimes it looks like he wasn't. It looks like he wasn't under pressure. But you actually realize that on another day, you find another team, they will get that ball from Castillo. So under pressure, I'll see against Sundowns, because that's one thing I highlighted in preseason. I said to Castillo under pressure, he doesn't always look the most comfortable. So I want to see against Sundowns who Patreka like crazy. So I want to see what will happen. But Castillo, I have to give him 7.5 to 8, because in defense, he was checking back. He was marking. It felt like you're watching what Jabulo Bloom was doing last season. That thing of covering, he was just everywhere, covering there, covering there. There was even a point he was even doing the same thing Blom did, where he went out and he was on the right wing and he squared the ball and it almost gave us a chance. I think Umtu missed it or something along those lines. So yeah, Castillo 7 to 8. He has a good performance, but his awareness, he must just keep awake in the game. Keep awake. And this is not just to Castillo, but because his position is sensitive, he must keep awake. Because yesterday, we lost too much possession with people not being awake in the field. It felt like, yeah, I'll get that when I get to the coaching. But yeah, Castillo 7.5 to 8. Then let's go to Mdu on the left wing. Mdu on the left wing, I want to give the boy 6, right? Mdu on the left wing 6. Mdu's number one problem, which is why I say Mdu needs a striker coach. Umdu needs a striker coach. Umdu is playing on natural ability, meaning that Umdu udlala nje with his kasi flavor. But because he's become a star in a way in the PSL, teams plan for him. So they know what not to do. So for example, they don't allow Umdu to cut in, because they know that when he cuts in, he's dangerous. So they want him to play on the line, especially if he's playing on the left. They want him to keep on the line. And when he breaks out, Umdu actually, this is because of his runs. And this is one thing I want to add. What Umdu was doing is what frustrated me about the substitutions. Umdu, despite being despite not doing everything right when he had the ball or in attack or taking the right shots, Umdu was making the runs behind the defenders. He was making, like, when Castillo was finding Umdu, it was like, Himadot. Kanye, this is what Umdu has been needing. He's been needing this guy who's going to find him. Because Umdu has been doing these runs since last season, but no one was finding him. But now it's like Umdu is doing the runs. Then when he gets the ball, uyamangala Tiban. And then when he gets there, he doesn't know what to do, or he just takes too many touches. But I will add this. The grass being long, did hamper a lot of players because every time they were trying to trap the ball, it felt like the grass was eating the ball. So I think there was a point where Mdu went out and he wanted to use pace, and then the grass grabbed the ball a bit, and then he looked like he was not being able to control it. So the grass was also a problem on the days. But yeah, we can't blame it all the time. But yeah, you could see that Mdu was struggling with that. So I'll get to the coaches and the subs that I didn't like as well. So then we go to Unqobo. Unqobo, I'll give a 5. Unqobo was there at some point in the first game, but then he disappeared. Throughout the game, he was basically a passenger. And then you ask yourself how the coaches can see Unqobo akaspani, like he's not working, he's not there on the day. Like angazi, he was in preseason, we could see Unqobo, but on that day it was not functioning. Yeah, Unqobo was off. Saile, I'll give a 5.5 to 6. Usaile tried. He tried, but Inkinga ya Saile is that he only knows how to run. And what's my other big problem with Usaile are the players. You all think good these guys don't know how to play Usaile. Don't pass Saile and expect him to do Ama 1-2 or to think. Usaile, that's not his game. If you want to understand what Usaile's game is like, Usaile is a David Radebe. David Radebe did not have time to think about things. David Radebe agijima kuphela. David Radebe is the reason why Mbesuma was getting those goals, because David Radebe was breaking lines, David Radebe was doing XYZ, but you needed a coach to identify what David Radebe can do. But with Usaile, they can't. Another problem I'll raise with Usaile, but it's more coaching. When the whole of the first half, Usaile and Mdu never changed. Usaile never went to the left, Mdu never went to the right. And I think that's a problem. Because we need to see if something is not working, like after 20 minutes or 25 minutes, change them. Let Saile go to the left, let Mdu go to the right. And let's see, is Mdu getting more opportunities on the right? And is there someone slow on the left, on Saile's left side, that Usaile can exploit and beat? Because Mdu was struggling to take on that left back, because that left back was matching him to pace. So he always had to cut in. So it would have been better to see what Usaile can do also on the left. So that's my one issue. Uranga, no supply. If you don't supply me, ngizodla kanjani? It's all good and well to buy a player and whatever, but if you're not going to supply the striker, you're fine. It's another example why I always used to say, go Bafana. I said, Lars Veldvik, that striker that came, the tall one, it was always sad for him because whenever he came to Bafana, they would play him with the second squad that didn't know how to create for Lars, because a lot of the times those guys were trialing, so they tried to do individual stuff. And then Lars wouldn't get opportunities. But then if you play him with people who can create, he will score. But anyway, Uranga could not get the ball in the box. Uranga, like everything that you needed from Ranga that day, and everything Uranga does at Murumo Gallants, doing at Murumo, he couldn't do because Beranga ball. And even when he did get the ball, it was like he 1-2, he grabbed the ball while Trapper passes to the next person, then he runs, but the ball never finds him again. So like Uranga had no supply, and a lot of people are like, Ranga was bad. Guys, Ranga is a striker. He wants the ball by the box. And it got so bad that Uranga started doing those things that are so irritating. Where a striker, we find him on the wing. We always were finding now Ranga on the wing because he was not getting the ball. So he decided, good, if I'm not getting ball in the center, let me go to the wing once. And when he gets to the wing, he gets the ball sharp. But then we ask ourselves, Manje, if this guy is here, who is going to score the goal? Okay? Because this guy must be in the box. If he's on the wing, it's not like watching about Benzema. Benzema always does the same thing. He runs on the left. But Benzema is always in the box. That's the difference. So yeah, that's the thing about Uranga. Those are the players. Substitutions, I'll go quick. They put in Dupree. Dupree is excellent. I don't want to give the substitutions too much credit because we didn't score, but they put some mumfuto. So I won't give them much of a rating, but I'll just say if I were to give them all a rating, I'll say maybe, oh, Ashley, I'll give maybe a 6 because he did add some extra power. Potsani, I'll give a 6. He also added some extra power. We started playing. Leon Potsani and Danzani and stuff came. We started playing. Danzani, I'll give a 5.5. At least when he came, he was getting closer to Ranga. That is what we wanted Ungobo to do. Ungobo was not getting close to Ranga. Ungobo was playing too deep, and it was a problem. So Tanzani, that's the one thing I liked about his game. It felt like for once, whoever is the striker has support. Because Tanzani was found so close to the 18 box, and that's what Ungobo was not doing. So for that, Tanzania also give him between 5.5 to 6. Let me think. Who else came? I'm trying to think of the other players that came. Man, I can't remember the other players that came on. But yeah, those are the players I wanted to highlight that they did okay, you know. We can't really say they did excellent or whatever the case may be. They did okay. And yeah, we tried, guys. Like, we tried. That's all I can say there. We tried. And yeah, guys. But let me give a rating to Mulifenziki. Mulifenziki, I'll give him a... I want to say I'll give him a 4.5 or a 4. The reason why I'm saying this is because his substitutions were bad. And then we didn't look like we're a team that has played together in attack. So that was also up. So those things irritated me the most, that we looked so up front, and that is coaching no matter what you look at. And also the subs, I didn't like the subs because they took out people who were playing, and I didn't understand that. Like, why take out Umdu when Umdu is creating the most runs in the game? Umdu was just, it was frustrating. But yeah, so those guys I give 4.5. The fitness guy, daughter, you need to pamper these guys to get better in fitness. They are looking stronger, yes, I agree. They are looking stronger as players, but they look too heavy. They need to be more athletic because it's like they don't want to press the team because they're scared of being tired. And I don't understand that because we've had a whole preseason to prep our boys in fitness. It's like the only person who looked like wanted to run was Umdu, Saile, and when Ashley came on. The rest were like scared to get tired, and I didn't like that. So yeah, guys, that's what I think. Mulifensiki's subs were bad. I didn't like that. And he must fix it because Katele of this thing of we not creating chances, we not even scoring. It's terrible. Even if we're not scoring with our strikers, let us do set pieces, guys. This is coaching, guys. Do set pieces in practice because this is the one thing I wanted to highlight, and it irritated me throughout the game because it made you realize, Guti, in training they are not practicing free kick. The reason why I'm saying this is because Ungobo became our designated corner kick, etc. taker. And that for me, Ungobo is not bad, but he wasn't always perfect in the set pieces. And I say this because you can see Ungobo, they just said, Ungobo, you'll take free kicks, you'll help Ungobo, sharp. But I'm like, hi guys, Ungobo always direct, corner direct, free kick direct. I'm like, why don't they do one touch? Ungobo to pass Ungobo trap to cross, because that's how Ungobo gets his best assists like that. like you can see they didn't practice it. And this is the one thing I wanted to say. Guti, no matter how much we complained about Keegan Dolly, his misses, his form last season, when it came to set pieces, he was way better than what we've been seeing in the past 3 games. With the set pieces, at least we had a guarantee. Yoguti, like he can sometimes get, even though the one criticism I have about Keegan Dolly in his set pieces is that he struggles a lot of times to clear the first man. But when he gets it right, it's basically a goal. So I feel like Uranga and all these players with height missed someone who is just good at finding that technical pass. So yeah, those are my ratings, those are my complaints, those are my ups, those are my downs. And you know what? Sundowns, I will say this. If we as Chiefs hold Sundowns to if we lose 1-0 to Sundowns, I feel it's a win for us because we've come a long way. And a lot of people will be like, hey, what. But I'm like, guys, Sundowns is on another level. Their attack is an attack that's going to be beating people 7-0, 8-0, 5-0, like on a regular basis. So if we can hold them, draw is a win for us against Sundowns. If we can draw, we're good. If we win, hey, that is one option I have not even thought about because I can't even imagine it. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if we win, it's like someone's like, oh, it's like someone telling you, I'm telling you, I have the golden number. Number 19 is going to win. And then, like, I don't just better. But yeah, guys, let's check what happens. And yeah, thank you for tuning into the channel. And yeah, like, subscribe. And yeah, let's keep creating content and supporting our team. Amakhosi.